Aloha! Welcome back to our channel. And if you're new to our channel, I'm Nathan.
And I'm Tiffany.
And we call ourselves
Aloha
Travelers. We were born and raised in the beautiful state of Hawaii and now reside in the sunny state of Florida. We're a married couple that likes to travel.
And hope we can inspire you to travel as well.
So yeah, bro, if you like traveling the world and exploring, make sure you hit that subscribe button and come along for the journey, okay? Let's go, cuz. So in today's video, we want to talk a little bit about the US government shutdown and how that plays a role with everyday travelers. So let's get into it. For those of you that might not know what a government shutdown is, it's basically Congress not coming together to agree on passing a budget bill. So we want to talk about a few things that could affect travelers. One of the things is national parks. So if you're going to a national park destination, you might want to check and to see if that location is affected. So I want to show you a clip from KHON 2 News from Hawaii of a location, Pearl Harbor, that was affected, but also to hear of a solution that was provided from nonprofit organization. Let's take a look.
It's day one of the federal government shutdown. In Hawaii, it's touching tourism, families, and essential services. Jill Kuramoto has the latest.
On day one of the government shutdown, this was the scene outside of the Pearl Harbor National Memorial. One of Hawaii's most visited landmarks nearly went dark until an agreement to use nonprofit funding allowed the park to open its doors. This couple from Oregon waited 4 hours to see the Arizona Memorial.
After being one of 300 or 400 in line, we ended up being about number 2 in line, I think, and got in there and got to go out on the boat. And it was very, very impressive to see. And John here has a distant family member that was interred out there, so seeing that name was pretty powerful.
However, the confusion of the morning left some disappointed. Today was the only day the Davises had to take in the Arizona Memorial.
Because we didn't get over to the memorial. We won't come again, so that's it really, unfortunately.
It's not known how long the funding will last to keep the parks operating. For Hawaii's other national parks, those without accessible areas will be closed, except for minimal basic visitor services.
So as we see, we're very fortunate that there was a solution. How long can that last? We're not sure. So we're hoping there's a resolution in this budget situation, so that people that already plan way ahead of time, that they can go to these national parks and locations that are affected right now. And Pearl Harbor is one that attracts a lot of people, whether they had family members that was affected in Pearl Harbor or just to go and visit. As we can see, a lot of people came. And as you saw in the news, there was a couple from Canada that came, and I'm pretty sure they probably had this plan for a little while. So very fortunate that that organization stepped up to help people to go and visit Pearl Harbor. Now here's a website that you can look at. It's www.nps.gov, and you can actually search by state and locations. So go and get some updates before you travel to one of these places. So we also want to talk about if you are planning to travel by air. You know, you definitely have to go through security checkpoints operated by TSA. Now, as you heard, that the TSA agents are not getting paid at the moment. So they're coming to work, but they're not getting paid.
At the airport, TSA and air traffic controllers are expected to work, although they aren't getting paid. Travelers we spoke with arrived early, expecting delays.
So here's some tips that we would like to share to hopefully help you and also them to go through the day and the process of going through the security checkpoint. Number one, we'd like to encourage ourselves and everybody to come with patience. Come with a mindset that, okay, maybe the lines are going to be really long. Maybe it's going to be long like a ride at a Disney park. Maybe it's a line going into a concert or someplace that has a grand opening. Come with patience. Number two, come with preparation. Go on the TSA website and look at the rules and regulations to remind yourself what you can bring through security and what must be packed or checked in your luggage. By knowing what you can bring and what not to bring, it should help out the process a little bit smoother, because the less times a TSA agent has to remind us about removing things or having to put our carry-on luggage on the side because we forgot to take out our water, it'll help make their day a little bit smoother as well. Also, as you're going through the security checkpoint, you might want to make sure you get adequate rest. There's nothing like standing in line and your body's tired. You know, sometimes we can be a little cranky. Maybe there's some other travelers that's just maybe, you know, yapping away. Maybe they say some words get under our skin. But if you get a lot of rest, you'll be a little bit more prepared for it. So try to get some rest before going through the security checkpoint. And the last thing we want to share is just be open-minded. Come with understanding, knowing that these TSA agents, they're like us. They got bills to pay, car loans, maybe child care, just trying to make it by. You know, I saw in a study that they said that most Americans live paycheck to paycheck. So if this thing goes on for at least 2 more weeks, that's one paycheck that some of these agents is not going to have deposited in their bank account. And a lot of times, I'm going to assume, I don't know, but I'm going to assume that they probably have to make ends meet by using a credit card. And for all of us know that if you don't pay the credit card within that time frame, then there's interest accumulated to what we borrow. And that can add up as well. So if we just come with understanding, knowing that these people might be going through some stressful times, I think that would help also them and us as well as travelers to just go through the process a lot smoother. Well, thank you for being with us, as we hope we shared a little information that might benefit you in your future travel plans, whether it's soon or later. So,
Pack your patience. So stay tuned for our future travel videos. And we hope we inspire you to travel.
yes, and we also hope that we can inspire you to travel to a destination that you can only get by accepting Jesus. Well, God bless and hui ho!